Hi everyone. So I'm recording a new video. I think it's gonna be very important. First of all, I want to tell you that market been super choppy. We can see how crazy manipulations it's doing. Like, look at this. Look at this chart. It went exactly to zero. It's crazy, but okay, it's not about this I want to talk. So let's go to 4 hour time frame and look what's going on with the market. So we had this correction. Market finally came to take this liquidity over here at around 2669. If I would keep my long setup, we could take this first take profit or at least 5% of the move, but I got stopped and I didn't take any long on Ethereum. And yeah, we could take short from here and just keep this short setup. I will explain now what we can have near future. So let's go to SP500 and let's go to daily time frame. So what do we see here? We can see that the price came to this bearish order block, this FEG resistance zone, right? This area that I was talking about long ago. And so far, even though the price bounced from 20 EMA on daily time frame or from this low or 0.75 Fibonacci, it still, look at this close. Look, the candle, yesterday's candle closed below than the previous one, right? With the body, not with the wick, but with the body. It's very important. We can see that we have also, not we, but SP500 also has this bearish divergence on daily time frame. Then let's go on 2D. 2D also shows us lower highs, so every close is lower than the previous one. And let's check on 3D. 3D, look at this, we have 3D bearish divergence from this is the high of the RSI and this is the high. So you can see when this price was at around 6,140, RSI was here. Now when price came to 6,070, RSI came here. So here the price is declining and here RSI is equal or a bit higher than this price action. So it just shows us that we have even on 3D a bearish divergence. Then let's go to weekly time frame. For weekly time frame we still have 3 days for the close, but previous weekly close was pretty bearish, pretty neutral, like I would say more bearish because look, price is completely far from this EMAs and the same situation we had, for example, here or here. Look, price was far from the EMAs and after some weeks, it took time, price came to this area. Yeah, which means that there are more signs of the weakness and that bears are taking of the control of the situation. So next stop could be this area we have here, weekly FEG, or much lower towards this area. Pretty possible that market could do like this, you know. Oh wait, like that. Show some double bottom, strong bullish divergence on the weekly FEG, and then continue towards to new highs. All right, so currently I'm more on the bearish side, especially yesterday's fake pump. It just confirmed us that bulls are not taking the control, you know, that it was just another fake out. On a daily time frame, also here we have this gap, at around to 5,720, and also here this 200 EMA. So on a daily time frame, this area could be also interesting for some scalp longs or intraday long positions. Now let's go to Bitcoin. So I was talking about Bitcoin already before. Let's go to X, where it is. So here it is, right? I was writing about it yesterday, and I said that 0618 can be interesting zone when then we can expect lower targets, right? So let's go back to here, and we can see how exactly it took this price area, right? It came even a bit low, higher, 0.75 and 0.618. We can see that the opening started lower than this yesterday's close, which means that it's good to short. It's good to open some short position with targets up to $90,000. I think it will be more good to see. You know, of course, if it will lose the 0.75 area, then it can go much lower. Also, reasons why I'm looking for shorts, not because of the SP 500, but we can see this lower highs, price closed below 0.618. Yeah, then let's go to other time frames. Other time frames, maybe weekly. So weeklies keep rejecting from this high, and we can see that weekly time frame. Yeah. Also 12-hour rejected from 12. FVG, I just don't see any obvious bearish divergence, but just from the price action itself, the way it's rejecting, you know, this candle close patterns just tells about the downtrend continuation. Then let's go to Ethereum. So Ethereum, I had this short position and it got stopped me 2% to 66. So I would say that Ethereum could be still interesting to short according to how it rejected from this daily average. I was talking about these targets before, right? We can make a bit wider stop loss just in case. Yeah, and keep the short setup until there's 0.75 target, or maybe a bit lower. Stop loss I would put just a bit higher at 0.618 would be interesting to short. Also, yeah, bearish divergence we can see that this bearish rejection from 0.5 Fibonacci area. And yeah, 3D, I was writing about 3D in Discord. Where it is, Bitcoin analysis, daily analysis, yeah, 3D. I had this bearish outlook, and I was writing that 3D looks pretty bearish, candle pattern, bearish engulfing, Fibonacci retracements levels, FVG on 3D, bearish divergence, and lower time frame projection, like and summary, like you can read now the 3D. Ethereum chart shows bearish momentum led by a bearish engulfing candle. Like everything was written in Discord. Yeah, even though I'm not that active on X, it doesn't mean that I'm not updating anything in Discord. So if you're not in Discord, join Discord and you will get all the latest updates. So yeah, bearish scenario is still valid on Ethereum. It will be invalidated only if Ethereum will now go and give a close about 2700. If it will not break about 2700, then expect a bearish trend continuation. Yeah, now let's go back to Bitcoin dominance. Okay, wow, I didn't check it yet, so still holding 64.52. For bullish altcoins, I would want to see Bitcoin dominance to break below 64.52 level. Reject here on this FEG, daily FEG, and give much lower. In this case, I would want to see also stronger Bitcoin, stronger Ethereum. It will just give us a good period for altcoins. Otherwise, as long as Bitcoin dominance is holding above the 64.52, it can just consolidate and give another breakout above 65 level. Alright, so it's a bit tricky, we need to watch, and we can see that it's been 1, 2, 3, 4 days choppy, and that's why altcoins are also choppy, they pump and dump like crazy. Like, let's go to Hardcoin, look at this chart, let's go to 4 hour. We can see like pump 20%, dump 15%, pump another 18%, dump another 14%. But we can see like it's like a zigzag, right? Up and down, chopping almost at the same areas. It's all because of Bitcoin dominance as well. And let's go to USDT dominance. Let's check what's going on. So US dominance could find a support on this daily FEG. 3D, there's nothing yet. I would say it needs to give a breakout about 4.82. Yeah, and need to flip this middle on the RSI. And weekly also nothing. Like, it's still under this resistance on the FEG. It can, it can just chop here and then go down, or only if it will break, it can pump till this areas, which is 10%, and it's a lot for altcoins. Yeah, but two weekly we should be cautious. 2 weekly looks bullish. 2 weekly looks the same as it was here. Look at this, January 20, then we had this crazy pump. So yeah, it looks almost similar. It could even give a pump till this area, like another 30%. Why not? Only if it will break this resistance zone. So yes, situation is tricky. I would be careful with positions. Yep, I think so. As we can see now that SP500 is keep declining. Yeah, and Bitcoin and Ethereum, they're showing weakness. Yeah, I was a good short, but I had to put it a bit higher as a stop loss. But overall, yeah, even now it just confirms us that it has more bearish like character of the price action. We can see this crazy drop, then retest of this FEG. Bearish just confirms that they're still under the control, and now the only thing is to go down. It can bounce from this low, it can be a technical bounce like this, retest of these zones. Look at this, we can see that this was a support, and now this will be a resistance, retest of this zone, and worst case continuation towards to this lows 0618, 0.75, and so on. So this is my quick update regarding the market. This is definitely is not valid anymore, since I see that situation is different. Then I want to talk about these giveaways. Don't miss this kind of giveaways. It doesn't cost you anything. You just deposit money and get some bonuses in return, and you can earn some free money. And this one is very good on Weex. I really highly recommend you to try out this campaign. You deposit and get 20 USDT bonus. So all these campaigns are not, they have short term of the validation, so don't miss out. And yeah, this is all from my side, and if there will be any updates, I will keep you in touch. And yeah, shorts are in priority, so be careful with longs. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask.